Hey guys, Andrew here, Nuff Said Cards. Hope everyone's doing well. It is Monday evening, August 6th, 2018, and I got back from the National last night, kind of late, and I had to be at work first thing this morning, so I didn't get a chance really to even unpack, let alone make a video, so I wanted to make one tonight. I'm going to do two videos. This is going to be part one of my National recap. And this video is going to consist of just kind of my general thoughts on the National. I'm going to show you some freebies that I got, and at the end I'm going to show you a pretty amazing pull that my son just got out of a pack. So if you don't want to hear me ramble about the National for 10 minutes, I would highly suggest you at least fast forward to the end, because you're going to want to see this card that my son just got. And then part two is going to be where I actually show the cards that I picked up over the last 5 days. But for this video, overall, I had an absolutely awesome time at the show. I drove from Virginia with a good friend of mine. It took about 6 hours, and we were there when the show opened Wednesday at, I think it was 3:30. They opened the doors. And basically spent the rest of the day Wednesday, all day Thursday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then Sunday we stayed till about 1:30. And over the 5 days when I was there, I barely even took breaks to eat. I had some snacks with me, didn't really sit down at all. Pretty much just walked the floor the entire time. Quite honestly, I could have used probably about 2 more days. I just absolutely loved walking around and seeing everything. Overall, I thought the facility was very good. The parking was relatively easy. The building was comfortable, a little bit hot, I guess, at times, but the aisles were pretty wide. I thought the food concessions were okay. The bathrooms were pretty good. Really, my only complaint was that the cell phone service was terrible. My personal phone had basically no signal at all. My work phone, which I ended up using more, had a little bit of a signal, but really pretty crappy cell phone service. When I got in on Wednesday, I went straight to PSA to drop off some stuff that I wanted to get re-slabbed. And that was something that I had suggested in my National preview video, was to go straight there. And honestly, I think maybe that wasn't the greatest advice, because the line was huge. And I kind of noticed that each day, at the beginning of the day, the lines were the longest. It seems like actually probably the opposite would have been better advice, to go later in the afternoon. It seemed like the lines were shorter and moving a little quicker. They had an express line and a regular line. And I heard that one of the reps, PSA reps, I guess, had said that there were some issues with the express line. That was for people who already had everything filled out, everything basically ready to go. But they did not anticipate that people were going to bring one copy of their submission forms. Some people had really long submissions, 10, 15 pages, and they needed 3 copies in order to process the submission. So they ended up having to make copies. They didn't have high-speed printers. Really probably could have used a few more people working there also. But, it is what it is. After PSA, I went to SGC, this should have been a really big show for them. They were unveiling basically a new product, new slab, I'm not sure if they actually changed the slab, but the flip is new. They have some new things that they're trying to introduce, and they just had problems all week. They had some issues with their Wi-Fi, some technical issues. Then I think I heard that the machine that slabs the cards broke. I paid initially for same-day service, getting some stuff graded, and did not get it back the same day. I saw some really unhappy people that were complaining loudly that they weren't getting their stuff when they were promised it back. I thought that the SGC staff, in spite of all of this, did a pretty good job. They really had some people who were not happy, and they were kind of letting them hear it. And thought SGC, handled it as best they could. But, really having all these problems is for a company like that that's trying to compete with PSA and unveil essentially a new product. It's really inexcusable. I like SGC. I'm going to continue to use them, but this was not a good showing for SGC. And in my second video, I'll show you what the new slabs look like. Haven't quite made up my mind how I like them, but I will show those in my second video. Overall, regarding the pricing at the show, I thought that a lot of the vintage stuff was way overpriced. Seemed like a lot of the dealers were taking like the high VCP price and then adding, 25, even 50% on top of that. So if you didn't know what things should be selling for, you really could, overpay for stuff. Like I said, I was constantly on VCP checking stuff, that's something that I would continue to encourage, especially for people buying, older stuff, pre-war stuff. Pay for VCP; it's worth it. It was actually kind of tough to use it, given the fact that the cell phone service was so bad. But anyhow, just kind of as a overall kind of thoughts on the hobby after the National. I think that what I saw over my 5 days there kind of supported the fact that the state of the hobby is very strong. I talked to a bunch of dealers that I know, and pretty much everyone was saying that they did well. Like it or not, the dealers have to make a profit or they're not going to set up. So that's a good indication, for our hobby. Big lines at PSA, big lines at Beckett, big crowds around all the corporate booths, lots of kids, which is very important, for our hobby to continue. The fact that next year's National, the tables have already sold out. I think they do some kind of lottery as far as who gets to set up where. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Even the fact that one dealer was, had his stuff seized and was escorted out by the police, that's important. If people don't have confidence that they're buying legit stuff, that's not good for the hobby either. So that was a good thing. And then, of course, for those of you that haven't heard, they did broke a 55 Bowman pack, and a guy got a mantle, which got graded a 9. This made national news and was also on ESPN. And, any kind of press like that is a good thing for the hobby. So, real quick, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I got. When I checked in on Wednesday, you get one of these, passes. I had the Super VIP package, which is not nearly as cool as it sounds. Basically, since I knew I was going to be there for the 5 days anyway, this includes parking. I think it's really the only difference between the regular VIP packages. Parking is included. I think you can park a little closer. You get kind of this hat, which isn't that great, but bunch of pens came in the package, SGC, JSA, PSA, and Pristine Auctions. eBay was giving out these battery chargers, which is actually pretty cool. I probably actually will use this. Also got from eBay, got to cover up the codes there, but I got 2 of these $10 coupons, which I will definitely use. And then the other thing you get with the Super VIP package is you get doubles of the insert packs that they give you. I got 2 of these Panini packs, 2 of the Upper Deck packs, 2 of the Leaf, and 2 of the Topps packs. Then, move my camera there, I got a kind of cool PSA shirt. It says "You had me at perfect centering," which is pretty appropriate for what I look for in cards. And then an SGC shirt. PSA also was giving out these, they're kind of like rubber little mats for when you're sorting cards, which I probably won't use at all, but my kids might get some use out of that. And finally, I just wanted to say that I absolutely thought it was just awesome, just meeting a bunch of YouTubers. I don't want to leave anyone out, but I met Mike from Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards, Wesker Griff, B. Roth 6, Hoff Collector. Spent a little bit of time with Hitman 23. Spent some time with Eric, Those Back Pages, Mike O, and then I spent a good amount of time with Mike, Baseball Collector. We had a good time hanging out, walking the aisles, just looking at cards, just, you know, BSing in general and making some purchases, and had an awesome time, you know, with him. And, you know, just everybody that I saw, everyone was super cool, and it was cool to, you know, meet in person people who I've been watching for a while now, and just, you know, really enjoyed that. So, like I said, I'm going to do another video where I show what I picked up, but I'm just going to pause real briefly, get my son so he can show you the card that he pulled from his pack. Okay, I'm back. I'm here with my younger son, Charlie, and we want to show you a card. Real quick, I bought a jumbo box of 2018 Chrome for my two sons, and we opened it tonight, and the best card we pulled out of the box was this Scott Kingery number 2/150. That was out of the regular box, but then we had the two silver packs. So if you bought a box at the show, you got two special packs from Topps, and we opened the first one and there was really nothing that great in it, and then we opened the second one, and Charlie, why don't you tell everyone what I'm about to show them?
So we were opening the last pack of the day, and I opened it and I saw Ohtani on the back, and I knew that was going to be something that was worth a lot. And so my brother comes over and he's just like, "Oh my God, it's numbered to 5." And then my dad looks over on the other side, and then he notices that's a red refractor autograph. And then at that point, we were just jaw dropped.
Yep, so here it is. This is a from the special national packs. This is a Bowman Chrome Ohtani red auto, numbered to 5. So pretty awesome way to officially end our 2018 national experience by pulling this card out of the last pack. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm gonna have a second video where I show my pickups from the show. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Nope, nothing else he wants to say. All right, thanks a lot. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.